I want to encourage you. I want to tell you a story first. And this story is, let's say that you're sitting in your kitchen. You got a friend of yours. Your friend comes riding up on his bicycle, and he gets off his bike and he walks into your house. And when he walks into your house, he comes up dead in the eyes and looks at you, and he says, man, I was on the freeway on that interstate, and I ran smack dab into a semi that was doing 80. He hit me right in the front tire. And when you look up and down, you're going to call him a liar. Likewise, whenever the Lord of all creation, the Lord of the hosts, the God of the infinite universes, comes down to dwell in you and you have achieved true salvation, there will be evidence of that. Is this saying that you will be immediately transformed in a moment? Not every time. Over time, it takes process. But does that mean 1 year, 2 years, forever until you die, but you continue living in a willing sin? I would argue that's not so. You didn't have a collision with the Creator. If you can't stop, like, let's say that you're a murderer or something like that, or an adulterer or something like that, you have a collision with the Creator. You don't cut that off immediately. You don't feel guilty about that. The Spirit doesn't convict you about that. Then you didn't have a collision with the Creator. And if this is any Christian that's listened to is that thinks they're a Christian and living out this lifestyle, I encourage you to go back to God. Go back to that repentant prayer that you said to begin with and say it again. Because sometimes this is what I fear is happening, what I've seen happen, is we have this idea that a pastor can pray that prayer for us and then we are saved and we've achieved salvation. We can go to the altar because we've been urged to do it, but our heart is not in a position to do it, and then we think we're saved. And that's called being deceived by grace. You think, because what everybody told you, that because you went up there, even though your heart wasn't in it, and muttered these words, that you're saved. It's not just about muttering the words. It's about coming to God and falling on your face before the Creator, recognizing that you're an awful, wretched, sinful creature, and understanding that you're in need of a Savior. And once you achieve that position with your heart and you're completely broken in that way, then you can receive that. And the reason why I challenge this and push back on this narrative so much about everybody being saved all the time is because Jesus said the road is narrow, not broad. So not everyone that claims that they're saved is actually saved, because that would mean that the road to heaven is broad, not narrow.